Hey, remember that guy that said he's a janitor
Yeah.
at the middle school?
Yeah.
Well, we found him.
Are you serious? Let me see.
He really is. He really is a janitor.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is pretty alarming. I didn't know if he was telling the truth or not, but clearly he's telling the truth. Yeah, I wasn't planning on really going to get this guy, really, but I mean, since he's
We have to go.
Yeah, he works at a middle school, so I don't think we have a choice. We have to go get this dude.
Yes, we have to go.
On kick, and somebody claimed that they were 15. They didn't look 15 to me. And I drove to this gas station.
Due to the graphic nature of this video, viewer discretion is advised. Everyone seen in this video is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Do not attempt to contact, harass, bully, or threaten anyone in this video. This video is to raise awareness of the dangers of online predators. Parents, stay vigilant and be aware of what your children are doing online. Do not try this at home. The date is February 18th, 2024. I start off my day like any other day. I pick up my decoy phone. I get into my decoy's Instagram. I look to see who's messaged me. I see a message from a man named Rich. Now, nothing really struck me as odd with Rich. He just looked like another man on Instagram. I do notice that he does not have any post. So right off the bat, that lets me know that Rich is using Instagram not for how normal people use Instagram. He's using Instagram to look at things he probably shouldn't be looking at. Creeping on girls, probably girls that he should not be creeping on. But I've noticed that a lot of these predators that are on Instagram, they're not posting pictures of themselves, even though Rich does have a profile picture of himself. Hi. Hey, where are you from? Missouri. How about you? Indiana. Cool. Where in Missouri? I have family in Missouri. St. Louis. How old are you? Yeah, I got family there. I'm 13. Cool. Do you like talking to older guys? Yeah. How old are you? 48. Is that okay? So at this point, I know that I have a creep on my hands. I told him the age. I said 15. He immediately says, not, oh, we shouldn't be talking. Not, oh, you're young. I can't talk to you. Bye. None of that. It's, do you like talking to older guys? So this conversation continues to go. There's a bunch of small talk. He asks for pictures. He eventually says, do you have any pictures of you in a skirt or dress? And then Rich says, so I work at a middle school and need something to talk to the students about what is popular. When he said that, I was just like, well, hold up, wait a minute. You work at a middle school? Okay, this ain't good. This ain't good. I asked him, are you a teacher? He says no. I said, what do you do? He says custodian, which is not any better. Obviously, I mean, we could say a teacher would be worse for sure, but custodian, he's there at the school. He's around all these kids. perfect opportunity for him to do something. So, I mean, it's pretty alarming right here. He's asking for like topics, what's popular, so he could better communicate with the kids there. That's definitely creepy right there. That rubbed me the wrong way. That was just creepy. So Rich says, I want to be able to better connect with the students. So right off the bat, I'm like, hell to the no. So the decoy asked him, do you like girls my age? He kind of skims over that. Then he eventually says, is it bad if I do like girls your age? She says, no, I don't think it's bad. Do you? He said, yeah, some. Then Rich says, yeah, some of them are pretty cute. Now keep in mind, he works at a middle school, so these are kids aging from ranges to 12 to 14, or some of them could be 11, about to turn 12 to 14. She asked him, you want to do stuff with them? He said, if I had a chance. She says, cool. He says, the way some of them dress drives me crazy. She says, what do you mean drives you crazy? He says, makes me want to do things with them. She says, what kind of things? He says, and then Rich says, he talks about a girl at his school. I'm not gonna say exactly what he says because he's describing this girl, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna show it because if the kids there read what he says, they will probably be able to figure out who the girl is, and we don't want to do that. But he basically describes her and says she wears super short shorts. Rich says, would you be with an older man? Have you done anything sexual? She says, maybe. He says, tell me, please. She says, yeah, girls or guys. She says, guy. He says, yummy. I'd love some. So Rich is right off the bat, man. He just goes in right off the bat, man. He's not wasting any time, bro. Just straight up yummy. I'd love some. He asks, do you have any naughty pictures? She says, not really. He says, what do you mean not really? She says, I mean define naughty pictures. He says, touching yourself. Rich asks, do you like? And Rich says, would you want to meet up somewhere when you are in town? So already Rich is asking to meet up with this 13-year-old girl already. So she asks what he wants to do. He basically says, if we knew each other better, I'd love to be with you sexually. So this is a girl that he's literally just met, and he's already talking about being with her, bro. So if he's being like this with this girl that he's just met, how does he act around girls that he's around all the time, man? You know, maybe he's the type of guy that won't do anything with the girls around him because he's too afraid. Maybe he feels more comfortable with this person because he's not at his school. Like who knows? But nonetheless, it's alarming no matter what. So she asks what kind of things you want to do. He says, use your imagination. She says, lame. He says, what do you mean lame? She says, use my imagination. That's cringe. I'm asking, what things do you want to do? He says, I want to force you onto your knees and slowly slide my long, hard into your mouth. She says, really? He says, and bend you over and force my into your tight, wet pussy. This man is around your children, your somewhere between 11 and 14-year-old child that is going to school. You're sending your kid to school to learn something, not to have a grown man standing on the side of the corner with a mop and bucket drooling over your kids, bro. This is despicable. This is one of the most despicable predators we've ever caught, man. Like, the fact that you're just walking around school looking at all these kids, man, like, it's just disturbing, bro. Then eventually Rich says, would you lick my balls? She says, if you want me to. He said, yes. I also like to be slapped. She said, you do? He said, yes, and choked. Choke me, slap me, make me say I belong to you. He says, can I slap and spank you? She says, slap me where? He says, lightly on the cheek. So then Rich sends a picture of some girl on Instagram. He sends her He sends a picture of this girl's Instagram. I'm not sure how old this girl is. I don't think she's a minor. I mean, she could be a minor. She looks like a minor, but I'm blurring it out. But the girl's wearing a really short dress, and he says 8th grade girls will walk around like this. She says, you like when they do? He says, yes. Makes me want to right there at the school. What in the actual hell is going on over there, bro? This dude is going to work, walking around 8th grade girls, and he's talking about this girl wearing a short dress and how 8th grade girls walk around and stuff like that, and it makes him want to right there at the school. I mean, what do you say to something like this, bro? She says, you like younger than middle school girls too? Like if 10-year-old girl was dressed like that? He says yes. A 10-year-old girl, he says yes. He says depending on the girl. She says depending on what? He says how cute she is. I mean, she says what if a 7-year-old girl was dressed like that? He says nah, that too young. So, you know, at least we know he has a limit, I guess, right? I mean, 7 years old. If you have a 7-year-old, she's safe, I guess, from Rich. I mean, even though he said that, do y'all think that a 7-year-old really is too young for him? Like, honestly. She says, what's the youngest you'd like? He says 10 or 11. Then Rich sends another profile picture, another Instagram account of another girl. This girl looks pretty young. She asks how old she is. She says she looks 9 or 10. He says, yeah, still cutie. Well, I mean, he admitted that he likes girls as young as 10. So, and then he sends another picture of another girl's account. This girl is definitely a minor too. I'm not sure how old she is. She looks like she could be somewhere between 12 and 14. I'm not sure. Now, this girl has a lot of followers on her Instagram, which is creepy to me. Like, it's weird. Like, this girl is probably 13 years old, could be 12 years old, and she has like 400K followers on her Instagram, and a lot of them are weirdos, just like Rich. And her Instagram is open. You can just look at her Instagram. But I'm still gonna blur her Instagram out. I'm still blurring it out. But if you look at some of these girls, like if you went to this girl's Instagram, you can clearly she's a minor, and you look at her pictures and look to see who's liking her pictures. You're gonna see a whole bunch of grown ass men just liking her pictures. You're gonna see Rich's face. You're gonna see Rich's dumb face liking these pictures. Then Rich says want to exchange numbers and text back and forth. So I'm just wondering if he's ever attempted to do this with any girls at his school. Like, hopefully not, but it's like, you know, it wouldn't surprise. I don't think it would surprise anyone if he did. And later on, Rich does admit that he does attempt to message other minors. It's just the other minors don't really respond to him, or they might respond and then it doesn't go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But he does attempt to message them. Here Rich sends another profile of another minor's Instagram, another one. I don't know how old this one is. She looks like she's probably 13, 14. Then Rich sends another picture of the same girl from before. He says he really likes that girl, so he's probably looking at all of her pictures, probably likes all of her pictures too. So now they're texting back and forth. She asks, how old are you again? I forgot. He says 48, still cool. She says, yeah, still cool that I'm 13 years old. He says, nice. So eventually, Rich asks, you interested in sex? She says, depends, I guess. He says, on what? She says, who's asking? He says, me. She says, you want to do that with me? He says, maybe. She says, then why ask if you don't? He says, if you weren't interested, I'm not going to make you. Then Rich asks for a picture. She sends a picture. He says, yes, I want to lick your legs. Love that skirt. What is the most thing you have done? Rich then says, can I ask you for something weird? She says, yeah. He says, can you please send me a picture of you on your knees. She says, how come? He says, it's a thing I like. It's a thing I like, okay? Like, we all know why he wants to see that picture, bro. Like, we all know. She sends the picture, and then he says, fantastic. Then Rich says, just getting off work, was actually thinking about you. She says, you were? He says, yes, baby, is that bad? She says, no. He says, good. She says, what were you thinking about? He says, holding you and kissing your neck and massaging you. She says, you probably tell all the kids that. He says, no, you were the first one I have really talked to. She says, you don't talk to the girls at the school? He says, nope. But then later, I'm pretty sure when we confront him, he says that he talks to some of the girls at school. So, it's kind of hard to tell when Rich is telling the truth and when he's not telling the truth. So Rich says, so you are in what? The 8th grade? She says 7th. He says, so hot. She says, what's hot? That I'm in the 7th grade? He says, yeah. She asked him, what school do you work at? He says, it's called South Middle School. She says, cool, you like it? He says, yes, I do, especially when the right girl wears shorts so short you can see her cheeks. So, I mean, right there. So we have a dude that's working out in middle school, and he's telling in detail what he's looking at while he's there. She says, yeah, laugh out loud. He says, so hot. Like, it's just insane, man. This dude is literally just gawking at these little kids, man. Just staring and fantasizing about these minors at the school he works at. So here Rich says, I have something sick I'd like to try. She says, tell me. I'm just like, oh God, here we go. He says, I want to fake kidnap you. She says, fake kidnap me? Explain. He says, like, see you at the park and approach you like I lost my dog. And as you walk around with me, shove you into the back or trunk of my car. What isn't that just like so just, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, this is what you're thinking? This is what you're envisioning? Your kid goes to a school where this guy has a fantasy to pretend like he lost his dog, have someone help him find his dog, and then shoves her into his car. That's what his fantasy is. And at the same time, talking about how he likes girls as young as 10 years old. Talks about how he looks at the girls wearing short shorts at his school. This is alarming, man. And this is why we decided we had to go get this guy. So my team, we're talking to tons of predators all over, and we simply cannot just go get all of them. But every once in a while, we stumble across a guy that we're like, we have to get him. We simply have to get him. And when we found out that he was telling the truth, that he really does work in a middle school, we made the decision we are definitely going to get him. So he says, yeah, if you were down, it might be kind of hard. She says, why would it be hard? He said, if people are around and they see a grown man shove a beautiful 13-year-old into a car, there will be questions. Laugh out loud. She says, well, what would happen after you put me in the car? He says, I'd take you to my place and then we'd have some fun. He says, well, I'd like to kiss you and teach you a few things. She says, what are you going to teach me? He says, how to kiss and what it feels like to get your eaten and how it feels to have long, hard in your mouth. Which says, I call one girl Cheeks because she wears tight yoga pants and you can see where her separates. And here, I'm blurring out the girl's name, but at least I want y'all to see that he actually names one of the girls that he likes. So she starts talking about when she goes to Missouri, she has a friend there that she might hang out with. So he starts asking about her friend. He says, do you have a picture of her? She sends the picture. He says, she's cute, but you are cuter. And then Rich says, I'm trying to talk to both of you, but I only want to hang out with you. So here Rich is talking about his condition. He has tremors and it causes his hands to shake and it causes him to not be able to speak very well. Later in the conversation, he says that the way he talks just started kind of recent. He's always had the shaking hands, but the way he talks just kind of started not that long ago. So that's another thing is when you see this, you have to remember, I mean, it's easy for people to see a guy like Rich and feel sympathy for this dude because of his condition, but it's just a physical condition. This guy is totally aware. He is not mentally handicapped. He understands right from wrong. It's just he can't talk very well and he shakes. That's it. So anyone, you know, because when we catch guys, there are some guys that they seem like they're on the spectrum somewhere. They seem like they're slow, or they might have autism or anything. And people will start to kind of defend them. But this guy, it's not any of that. It's just a physical thing, man. He totally knows what he's doing. I mean, and when you see him talk, when we confront him, you can see and you can tell that he's all the way there. And it's just hard for him to talk. That's it. So here he asked about her friend again. Says he wants to message her on Instagram. She says that you can have her number if you want it. He says sure. So she gives him the number. So then he starts messaging the other girl too, and I'll go into some of those messages after I go through these messages. So Rich eventually says, would you ever kiss or hug her? She says yeah. He says, yummy, I have a few thoughts. She says, like what? He says, watching you two kiss makes me smile. And he says again how he wants to kiss her all over and have her kiss him all over his body. He says all over, like your lips and he says, you want to kiss my dick. And then Rich does invite her to come to his house. He actually gives his address to the girl. Then here Rich sends a picture of himself in his work shirt with his name tag. He's at work, so here the girl's asking him questions about how it would work going to his house since he does live with his parents. He says, we would be in the basement and I've kind of thought up a lie while you look so young. She says, what is the lie? He says that you have ARS, or age regression syndrome. You are actually 32, but the disease makes you look younger. Like, look, we talk to a lot of and I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anyone try to come up with this kind of lie. This is crazy. Then I was kind of testing him because at this time I wasn't sure if he was like, you know, on the spectrum, and I didn't, you know, where he stands mentally. So I'm kind of asking questions. You know, so I basically say, is it illegal for us to do this, or is it okay? He says, no, it's not legal for us to have sex. She said, okay, so got to be secret. He says, if we have sex, yes. So here you go. Rich understands fully it is wrong, it's illegal for him to do this. So there is no defending him, none. Don't let his condition fool you. He understands what he's doing. So that's basically all of the messages I'm going to go through with 13-year-old. Let's go through a few of the messages he had with the other girl who is 11. He says, hey, this is Rich. She says, hi. She says, how old are you? He says, 48. How about you? He says, do you care that I'm old? She says, no. She says, did her friend tell you that I'm 11 years old? He says, yes. So I think I skipped that in the messages, but the girl did tell him that her friend is 11 before he texted. So before he sent this girl a text, he already knew that she was 11 years old. Here Rich says, have you ever been kissed? She says, no. He says, oh, would you like to be? She says, yeah. He says, by me? She says, you want to kiss me? He says, maybe. Is that bad? She says, no. He says, good. So you don't care about my age? She says, I don't care about your age. She says, you like for real want to meet me? I don't care about your age. He says, yeah. Then he says, maybe we could all meet, her and her friend. And Rich says, I thought about you all night. Have a good day at school. She says, you thought about me? He says, yes. She says, what did you think about? He says, hugging you. She says, just hugging me? He said, and I kissed your neck. She says, really? He says, yes. She says, oh, okay. He says, would you want me to? She says, I'd be okay with that. Then he says, would you kiss me back? She says, would you want me to? He said, yes. And he says, what else would you like me to do? She says, I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? He says, anything you want. Kiss me and play with my. So this is an 11-year-old girl, 11. She says, play with it how? He says, just grab it while you're kissing me and rub it. She says, you want to do that with me even though I'm 11 years old? He says, sure. So I think that's good enough with the messages, man. Y'all see what this dude was saying. You see how sick he is. So nobody, don't even begin to defend this dude, man. Like, do not, man. I'm sure in normal life, people that know him, they probably come across him and probably think Rich is so nice. He's such a cool guy. Feel bad for him because of his condition. This dude is a monster. This dude is a monster, man. But yeah, like and subscribe. Help our channel grow so we can expose these dudes more and more. The more people that watch these videos, the more these dudes get exposed, which is what we need, which is why we do it, to expose these people. They need to be exposed and shown to everybody what they really are into and what they are capable of and what they will do. This dude really thought he was meeting up with a 13-year-old girl. Then he planned to meet the 11-year-old the same day as the 13-year-old. He was going to hang out with the 13-year-old, then later hang out with the 11-year-old. That was his plan, and he's sick. But then also in the confrontation, as we're looking through his phone, I want to make sure people are clear what he's been doing. If you don't really understand from the confrontation itself, he is communicating with another person who is sending him pictures of children. These are children. These kids look like they're anywhere from 7 to 11 years old, around that. No like straight child abuse images. These are just kind of normal pictures, like girls doing gymnastics or something, or doing a yoga pose. You know what I mean? But they're girls, young girls. And this person saying, you like that? Do you want younger? He's like, yes, younger. At one point, there's a picture of, clearly it looks like a 9-year-old girl doing like a backwards pose thing. And he commented and said, I bet she can lick her own. That's what he said. So he's using these images as porno for himself. He's getting himself off to these pictures, man. And then also Rich, he admits that he watches child abuse videos and images on Telegram, but he deleted his Telegram not that long ago. I'm sure if we never caught him, he'd be right back on there eventually. Hell, I'm sure he'll be back on there eventually anyways, at some point. At some point, he's going to get back on Telegram or somewhere, and he's going to look at more images. You know, that's just how these people operate. They like what they like. They're never going to stop liking what they like. The only thing we can do is expose them to protect other people. And really, the justice system needs to lock these dudes up for a very long time, because they're not going to stop. And for anyone that wants to see the entire chat logs from start to finish with both decoys, the 13-year-old and the 11-year-old with Richard, you can go to our locals, where we will be dropping a video here in the near future with the entire chat logs and of course the confrontation, totally uncensored, but we will have that for you if you would like to see them. We will leave a link for our locals in the description if you want to become a supporter and catch those videos. We're starting to drop a lot more videos on locals of our catches and our chat logs, so you can see all of the content, all the conversation, and the complete confrontation, completely uncensored. For YouTube, we have to censor our videos in order for us not to get kicked off platform. So go to Locals and become a supporter. All right, so tomorrow we go to get Rich. We're about to travel to Missouri to get him. It's a important catch. We need to go now. We should have went yesterday. How important this is. I mean, this dude's just chilling, working at a middle school while he's talking to who he believes is a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old girl. So, I mean, this dude is saying some foul stuff. He's talking about the girls that go to his school. I mean, he's talking about fantasizing about these girls. I mean, this dude is a straight creep, man. This dude he's disgusting, man. I just hope that the police do something, because if the police don't do anything about this dude, I don't even know what to say if the police don't do anything. This dude needs to be in jail, needs to be in prison.
I'm using her phone for the lot.
Are you guys good? It might be better when we get out.
Do you guys want to like one of us walk that way?
He's going to that bench down there, guys.
Yeah, baby.
Oh shit, sorry, the live's really shaky. I can't hold two phones at once.
Let's see, hopefully
That's perfect.
He's gonna sit there.
Yep, he's literally sitting right there.
I love how you're pointing at things. It's fun. Look at the vast park.
Did you take a picture of that? That's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
They're both kind of broken.
When we tear all this down, we'll put the porta potties in here.
Are you gonna have to fence this in, like for protection? You think? Like, since it's a park, you think you'll have to
Two
put
or
big
four-legged
fence up?
predators.
Yeah. You know, just for safety.
You know this area a lot? You don't? No. Okay, yeah, we're about to do some renovation over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
I like your hoodie. That's really nice.
Oh, thank you.
You want to sign a petition?
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, is that your Paw Patrol cup?
no, mine.
Oh, you got some snacks, Doritos.
Yeah.
I love Doritos.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, Rich, we're not the police or anything. We're just civilians. We're not here to arrest you or fight you or anything like that. But we would like to have a conversation about what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Is that
We'll just
okay?
have a seat and have a conversation.
So, okay, so Rich, what are you doing?
Really, I don't know. I went through a divorce like a year ago, and I've been trying to meet people, and really she's the first person to kind of like put me in mind and stuff like that.
So she's the first person to respond to you.
Yeah, and really like be cool with right, you know.
So like people on Instagram, because it's Instagram. So you're messaging other people, they're not really messaging you back.
They're like just they'll message me back like once,
Right.
and then they'll be like, okay, well, bye, and I'll try and like hit them up again, and they'll be bots or something like that, you know.
Right.
Or-
Bots or scammers
Or, yeah, there'll be a scammer like, well, I can meet you, but send me, you know, $100
Scammers.
card and stuff like that. So,
they're scammers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you messaging? So how old is the girl that you're here to meet?
I think she's said 13 or 14.
13 or 14.
Yeah.
One or the other. Well, I have the messages right here. Yeah, it looks like she said 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I've been going back and forth in my mind, like, should I? And most of me said no, don't, clearly don't. But then, I mean, she just seemed really cool about everything. And fine with me and all of that.
Right.
So.
But you said most of you was thinking not to do this?
Yeah. I seen stuff exactly like this.
Like this?
Yeah, where like a guy will show up to meet a girl and then he'll get spoken to by 3 or 4 people.
There's 4 of us.
And
You can back the camera.
and I'm like, when I saw you all get out of your truck and you were looking around, I'm like, no, please tell me.
You're like, oh crap.
I gotta set up.
Right.
And
Well, you say we set you up?
no, I set myself up. I'm completely to blame.
Okay.
Every message you have, I sent.
Thank you for taking responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I'm not just saying that because you are here. I'm honestly trying to stop. I'm trying to get help and stuff like that.
So you know you have a problem with underage girls, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, this would be the first time I've set up to meet someone like your age. But yeah, I mean, even doing it one time would be a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem if you did this more than one time, or I mean, any times.
So you know you have an attraction to underage girls.
I do. I think they just, I don't know if they get me or if it's because.
Is that yours?
No.
It was here.
It was here. One of those kids left it.
No. I think they just get me. I can talk to younger people clearer than I can talk to.
You talk to younger people better than you can talk to people
Yeah.
your age. You prefer. Well, it seems like, so you admit that you have an attraction to minors, like, because in the conversation you did say stuff like that, right?
Right.
And on Instagram you're following minors, correct? Like,
I'm not.
like this girl right here. Try not to get this on.
Yeah. I.
How old is she?
I don't know. I've actually never spoken to her.
I've seen her Instagram. She has a lot of followers. So.
Yeah.
But have you ever messaged her, tried to talk to her?
No.
No?
Not even once. So just.
You just look at her pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And what about this? This girl right here. How old is she?
No clue.
She looks like she's like 10. Right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think my first step would probably be to delete all of my, following sort of underage girls. And second, would it be, or the second to just delete Instagram until I can get, straightened out, if you will.
How long have you been attracted to young girls?
Actually, I think it began when my divorce went through.
Your divorce went through?
Yeah.
Okay.
So since then, so not before then?
Not really, no. I mean, like, younger, like 18, 19, but... But it kind of, when I'm younger than that, just like I talked to one on Instagram, and then it kind of snowballed from there.
Do you have children?
I do. They are grown. They're, my oldest is 24. My youngest is 20.
So you said you've only been talking to one child on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have your phone where you could prove that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you mind if, because we're here to try to get you help. You said you wanted to get help, right?
You know you have a problem and you know you need help.
Would you mind if we, because we are here to help
I was gonna say,
would you care if we look through your phone to make sure, or to see how bad this has gotten for you? Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean...
So can I look through your messages? Just to make
Yeah.
sure you're not talking to any other children?
Yeah, there's...
Well, yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
We appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
You're
yeah.
being honest, which is a first step. You're being honest that
Yeah.
you do have a problem and you need help.
Yeah. So what was the plan today, Rich? What was the plan with this 13-year-old?
Honestly, I didn't know. I figured that we would talk. I mean, I didn't want to have sex with her.
You didn't want to have sex with her?
No.
No. But did you say you did?
I may have said some.
Rich, you can be.
Let's
you can,
be honest.
You can be honest with me.
Continue to
man.
be honest,
We're,
okay?
look,
You
we're not
started.
we're not the police, bro. So we're trying to help you, but you have to be honest for us to help you. Like, did you say you wanted her to do things with you?
Yes.
You did? Like, do you remember? Like what?
I don't remember specifically.
No.
No.
Oh. There's, a little kid.
We're not trying to draw attention. I'm just trying to
No, that's cool. Thank you.
We'll just let these people slide by before we. So what do you have here?
Right, and
Sprite or Doritos and Sprite. Is that's what she
yeah,
told you to get these for her?
yeah.
Right. Okay, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is not you.
I want to force you onto your knees and slowly slide my long, hard cock into your mouth. Did you say that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
you
you.
got it on paper. I can't say I didn't say it because it's fails me. And
You could say you didn't say it if you didn't say it.
I could say I didn't
but
say it, but yes,
You said this.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
And bend you over and force my into your tight, wet pussy.
Yeah, that's all me.
Yeah. So my question is, if you weren't planning on doing anything sexual, why did you say it right here?
I don't know. See, I think the problem is like in person I'm like one guy. Online you can be whoever you want. And well, obviously not say whatever you want, but you can be a different person online and show more bravado if you, I guess. But yeah.
So you're gonna be a different person in person? You're gonna be different from this person? Is that what you're saying?
I think I'm more confident online when, I mean, behind the keyboard, you can be as confident or whatever as you want.
But did you mean this when you said it?
Yeah,
You meant it. So you were wanting to do this, right?
I was, yeah.
Right. And another thing that's alarming is you were saying this at around the time you were at work, right?
I was, yeah.
And you work. Where do you work?
I work at a school. I am a custodian.
What kind of school do you work at?
I work at Fort Small South Middle School.
You work at a middle school.
Yeah.
So 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah. And in this chat, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I can paraphrase. Somewhere in here, you said she's with us. Somewhere you said in this conversation, sir, that she asked you what the youngest girl you would like, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's with us too. Yeah, don't worry.
You're fine.
We're not here to harm you.
We're not gonna harm you.
Nope, we don't have nothing on.
We're not here to harm you. We're here to figure out why you're doing this and protect our kids.
I don't know. Like I said, I want to change. I want to get help.
Okay, so that's why we're here. You mentioned that 10 years old is the lowest that you'll be into, that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fantasize about
I
10-year-olds, 11-year-olds.
don't think I've ever actually like gotten off, if you will, to someone that young. Like, I have never even fantasized about the girl I'm here to meet.
You've never fantasized
About the girl you're here to meet, but what about girls at the school?
No.
Well, Rich. So in the conversation, if I can find
There.
Tell the truth, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
Rich here. I know it's kind of weird that I walked up to you. I'm Penny. I just want to hear. I overheard what you've been saying to him. You want to be honest. This is the time to do it, okay? if there's any day, we're here to help. We're here to understand you. We're here to stop it. Okay? Do you understand that?
I do.
So we're not here to judge you. I don't care. I've read through these conversations. I want to know what's going on. Okay?
Yeah, I probably have at least her, probably not the girls I work with.
What?
Not the girls that go to the school I work at.
You're saying you haven't fantasized about those girls.
No.
Well, you said that in the conversation.
You mentioned
I mean,
by name. You mentioned a student by name, Rich.
Oh.
Don't say her name.
No, please do not say her name.
No.
She
Doesn't
said,
deserve that.
I work at a middle school and need something to talk to the students about what is popular. You say, I want to be able to better connect with the students. So you're asking this 13-year-old for like topics to talk about so you can better communicate with the students at your school.
Right, but I'm not necessarily to.
I'm freezing.
Well,
Sorry.
okay,
I
so-
wanna
It
stay
is
in the
cold.
sun. I'm cold.
And Rich, you said some of them are pretty cute. And she said, you want to do stuff with them. And you said, if I had the chance. You said, the way some of them dress drives me crazy. Makes me want to do things with them. She says, like what kind of things? You said, and then, you said, you talk about how they wear short shorts and it makes you want to masturbate right in the school. Like you said that, right?
Telling girls you like when you said you like when their butt cheeks are hanging out, called girl cheeks.
So it's safe to say that you do fantasize about these students, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to help you, man. Like, but I mean, it's obviously a problem you have. You're following kids online on Instagram.
You're sending hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures of half-naked little girls to a bunch of men in your Instagram.
And I've seen a bunch
And
of
Facebook.
pictures online of minors.
Can I get my
Nothing.
phone?
You can have
Oh,
your phone back.
yeah.
Oh, we were trying to.
I mean, I'm just taking a look. I'm not
can't
gonna
look
do
at it more?
anything.
I mean,
I'll
you
stand
can have
closer
it back
to you
if
if you
you
need me
want.
to.
No.
She just wants to see how truthful. We just want to see how truthful you're going to be.
Yeah.
That's
You're
the
okay if I
easiest
So
can
do
way.
you want
to
your
look
phone,
through
or
it?
can she look at it?
No, keep
Okay.
going.
You want me to move closer? Is that gonna make you feel better? We
Or
good?
do,
No, I
do you
don't.
want to go somewhere else? Is it sitting here making nervous or something? Because I know there's
No.
people over there.
Okay.
You know, because
No.
I want to talk about it, but I don't want to interrupt anybody's day. You know what I mean? And I
No,
just like
Uncle.
I mean, if you're willing to have that conversation. With
No,
us.
absolutely.
That's awesome, Rich. That's good for you to have that conversation.
Yeah.
I'll come sit over here. Actually,
Yeah, it's probably us.
So-
I mean,
I mean,
we'll get a little more cozy, you know.
you
Because
can,
I mean, I have some questions. Just taking a gander here.
So.
Yeah, because you said so many hot sluts at school today. I love it when it starts getting warm. Did you say that?
uh-huh.
Okay. Who are you communicating with? Where do you meet this person? You know, remember you said that, you know who this is.
you don't have to say the
You're-
name or anything.
you're
You can
sending
just-
me-
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Who is that?
Actually, just a girl I met on Instagram, and she, I don't remember where she lived, but she would send me pictures also.
So,
Oh, the puppy.
Sorry, I'm freezing. I can get in the sun.
so you said you were getting help for. So you've been getting help for this?
I'm, well, not like professional help. I'm just trying to, like, stop, like, on my own.
So when you say stop, what do you mean stop?
Like, stop it.
Stop what?
Stop messaging.
So you are messaging kids.
I am.
You said you were only talking on the one on Instagram. Now you're just give us another one.
Oh, you mean the one?
Well, how many kids are you messaging? Whether they message you back or not, how many are you messaging?
I'm still scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're having conversations with this person, sending them pictures back and forth, and talking about shit you know as a grown man you should not be talking about, right?
Yep.
You know that shit, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gotta tell you that. You're a father, you've been there, right? If someone was talking to your daughter like this, what would you do? You know? They ask, let's be honest.
I mean, this is alarming, dude. You work at a middle school.
Yeah.
You're around the age of kids that you're talking to, you're talking about.
10-year-olds to 13-year-olds.
So how many minors are you actively talking to right now that you're talking about hanging out with?
Actually, recently, just her.
So she's the only minor that you are actively talking to right now that you are asking to hang out with.
Her and she talked about her friend.
She talked about her friend?
Yeah.
So you're talking to her friend?
I was her friend.
How old is her friend?
I think like 12.
Right. 12 or maybe...
Be honest.
Could be younger.
Oh, 11, 12.
11, 12.
Yeah. So,
it's 11. Just to... She's
oh,
11. And
yeah.
yeah, did you get with her too?
Not that I recall.
Not that you recall.
I can
Dig
refresh
into your
memory.
memory, Rich,
You,
please.
yeah, I mean,
You want me to refresh your memory?
yeah, please. Oh,
Yeah, you remember her?
yeah.
Yeah. How old was she?
That the friend of the girl the girl I was going to meet
Yeah.
day.
How old was her friend?
Oh, well,
Yeah, she was 11 years old.
yeah.
That she was inviting. So a 13 and an 11-year-old you were talking to sexually.
I'm just trying to get to the beginning. How long would you say you've been talking to the person I showed you? A while, right?
Yeah, a couple months.
A couple months.
Yeah, maybe
I was gonna say I was scrolling 5 minutes before she was still.
3 or 4.
Where did you meet?
Online.
You met this person on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Like where at? Do you recall?
No, I don't.
I'm scrolling to the top, and then I can talk more about this. So by all means.
So you asked both the girls, the 13-year-old and the 11-year-old, for a picture of them on their knees.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you want that?
Be honest.
You said something you like.
Yeah. I guess seeing a girl or woman on her knees bring stuff to like oral sex and
Right. So you want this picture so you can look at her and picture oral sex with her.
right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're being
Appreciate
honest.
it. Yeah. Thank you for being honest with us.
Yeah, this is.
I believe you.
This is good because now I think I kind of believe you that you want help. Trying to find. You asked her if she's ever been kissed. The 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Would you hug and kiss her friend? You asked if she would kiss her friend. 13.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a?
Was it hard hearing it out loud, like read in front of a bunch of
Yeah.
adults? Do you feel like you're gonna get judged because it's coming out like this is something probably you're doing at home and you don't think anyone's gonna know?
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of hard us just kind of putting it on blast right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I appreciate you having that conversation because you seem like you want to stop this.
Yeah, I
You
do.
can't understand your mind. You know what I mean? I'll never understand why you think the way you do, sir. So you telling us is going to help so many children because I feel like you don't want to hurt them, but you got some dark thoughts in your head, sir.
Yeah, you say, this is to the 11-year-old, kiss me, play with my dick. She says play with it how? You say, just grab it while you're kissing me and rub it. So what was going through your head right here? Like, did you mean this, or were you just kidding, or?
No, I meant to.
You meant it?
Yeah, I can't lie. I mean, I'm
Right.
sitting here and you got every thing on paper.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
We did our homework, you know.
I can't lie. I mean,
And that's why we came here. We have this. We didn't have to come here and have this conversation, right?
no.
So we want to talk about what's going
Yeah.
on. You had several different conversations throughout. We want to get what you're thinking, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
There
lot of
was,
conversation, right?
Yeah, 'cause
It's a lot.
I'm mad I didn't label this because I'm trying to find something that you said was pretty alarming to me, bro.
Maybe he remembers. Maybe you just want to say.
Yeah, do you
You
remember?
probably
Yeah.
remember.
Let's do that. Do you remember something that you said to the girl that you're here to meet about like how do you
Just
word it?
something sick.
Something
what
you
you
wanted to
said.
do in a park
Mm.
when you met her. Not
knows?
the dream, not a dream. Something you wanted to do with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, it's like, not just with the kids, but with like any woman I wanted to come up to her, tell her I lost my dog, have her follow me to my car, and then push her into the back seat.
Right.
Yeah. Saying it out loud, I see the problem.
You didn't see
I
a
mean,
problem before.
In your head, you saw it too.
I mean, you said
Right.
But you don't know
described
why
it-
you're thinking this, right?
Damn, where is it? You described it as being sick or something like that.
You said it was wrong and that you were afraid that somebody would see it happen and then you would get caught, right?
Uh-huh.
Ask questions.
Wanted to
Right.
kidnap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that's really disturbing to tell a kid that?
Yes.
Have you? I mean, do you picture doing that to the kids at your school?
No.
No. Why? But so who are you picturing doing this to?
I need you. We just need you to just be honest with me.
Who are you picturing doing this to, Rich?
Honestly, I don't know. It didn't just come up. I said that I told her I wanted to do that. Just,
Were you trying to look cool for her or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, yes. I mean,
I
see-
don't know. It's saying that stuff.
Just for clarification, you have like you said you had tremors. That's why you.
Yeah.
But you're not like mentally handicapped or anything.
No.
So you know this is
so
wrong.
you,
No.
yeah. I didn't think so. Just for clarification, like you know this is wrong.
Right.
Illegal. I mean, in the conversation,
Absolutely.
you did say it's wrong in the conversation.
It's like
You said it's illegal.
wrong, illegal.
Yeah.
I know the law. I'm not like a legal expert,
Right.
but I mean, I know she's under 18.
Right.
And anything we do, yeah, she says yes or no would be, legal.
Yeah.
And why do you think that law is put into place?
For safety. safety.
Do you think people under 18 can make that decision to be with an older man as yourself?
No.
I mean, truly, I mean, you work around kids. I don't work around children. I mean, around this age that you're attracted to, do you truly believe they can kind of make that decision on being with someone that is your age?
No. Not.
You don't, Rich, right?
No.
Well, I don't think you really care though, right? Because that's what you like. I mean, do you care?
Yes, I care.
You care, but okay, so the problem with that is you care, but you're here to meet a 13-year-old.
Right.
So, like,
I care. I am here. I was planning to meet her. I just.
Where were you gonna go after the park? Just conversation that I have questions on, right? Because now that I'm reading your conversation from the beginning here, I can see that you're having conversations and you've confided in this person that you've been on Telegram and you've watched child abuse images. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any of this on here? Am I gonna find it? You can be honest with me.
No.
You don't have any child abuse images that I'm gonna find on here.
No, I actually got off of Telegram as one of those steps to stop doing this completely.
But you were on there having conversations and viewing these images. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you go into detail and you say, is it wrong that I like younger than 16? Because originally you told him 16, right? Right, okay. And then she said, limit. And you said 6th grade or 11, right? Did you say that?
Yeah,
okay. Just making sure. That's as far as I've been so far.
Yeah.
And you're sharing images with this individual, and this individual is sending and receiving pictures and videos to you. And I'm not saying like nude images, but less clothing, images that you're physically looking at and you're getting gratification from, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Look, you said it, you were honest, nothing happened. That's all we need. We just need to understand where this is going.
Right. Yeah.
So the plan again. I don't think we ever got fully on what the actual plan was today. You're gonna meet her here.
Yeah.
And then
this.
Be honest, Rich.
You be honest, dude. Like, you had a plan in mind, right?
Yeah, I was going to meet her here and then get her in my car and go somewhere more private or
More private.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do there?
No clue. I don't want to force someone to do something because I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't make it in jail. I wouldn't.
Is that the only thing that's stopping you from doing it, is the thought of going into jail? Because you lied when you looked around at all of us. You said, I would not force anybody to do anything. But your literal fantasy is to kidnap somebody.
I was going to say.
You get off on the thought of forcing. You can't bullshit me, okay? You just can't.
Right.
Let's just be honest with it. So what's stopping you is you don't want to go to jail. But you are completely okay with the thought of forcing somebody into your car. I mean, let's just be real about it.
Yeah. I can't say no.
And I want you to be honest, honestly.
Where are you gonna?
And I got another question. Just looking at this individual, okay? How old would you say this individual is?
No, 12.
And during this conversation, you looked at this exact photo, right? And you were stroking your cock during this, right? So you were using that photo for purposes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
So,
so you said you're going to get her in her car, and take her somewhere private, were you going to go back to your house?
No.
No?
I don't live alone.
Well, yeah, because you said you were going to bring her down to your basement. You live with your parents, right?
Yeah.
And you were going to tell your parents that she has ARS? What's that?
What's ARS?
Yeah, ARS was something I thought just popped in.
Oh, you just made it up.
But what is that?
My mind. What I
Age
say
regression
that,
syndrome, nice.
yeah.
Clever.
Age regression syndrome.
Now,
Do you think your
You
parents would have bought
put
it?
some thought into that.
Like
didn't
really? You think your parents would have bought that?
yeah.
So you were
think
gonna.
So you think that they
Aw.
were going to believe that a
Rich.
13-year-old child was actually 32?
Mhm.
13 and
Okay,
32 is a big
nasty
difference there,
comments on
Rich.
these photos, bro.
On what photos?
I mean,
All of us half naked of
child
little
who looks
children.
to be 10 or 11 years old, bent over. You said, "Bet she can eat her own." That's that's distasteful, disgusting. There's no coming back from that.
I mean,
okay?
he's admitted to us. You said your
Jesus.
age is probably 10 or 11. You said that.
Yeah.
That's what you. Look,
Young.
We're not here
yeah.
to judge you. It is a little hard hearing it. Okay. We all have emotions. It's a little rough, but we want to work through this. Okay. So just remember that as this conversation goes on.
Were you guys going to do the kidnap role play today? Was that going to happen? She's going to look for her dog and get in the car?
No.
That wasn't going to happen today?
No.
So were you going to bring her to your? So you're going to tell your parents that she had this age regression syndrome. So she looks 13, but she's actually 28.
Mm-hmm.
That was the plan, right? So that was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have a problem, don't you, man?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the Telegram thing, you got off Telegram?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he didn't have it
Because of child-
installed.
Uh-huh.
You were what, just looking at too much of it, and you're just like, I gotta get off this. And
Mm-hmm.
You're-
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna call it indulging. Okay, you're still indulging in this shit every single
Yeah,
day.
he's just on
You're having
Instagram, ain't he?
conversations
You're
with
just
this
on
person.
Instagram, huh?
And yeah, these
Yeah.
may be
Yeah.
innocent photos that any mother or child, any father, mother, niece would ever post of their child, and you're
Yeah.
using this shit for the wrong reasons.
I
Yeah.
mean, what are you
That
using it
is-
for?
You can be honest.
Rich?
I'll let you be honest. What are you having this person send you these images for?
Can you look at me when you say it?
I can. Yeah. Some of it is. Some of it's just. I mean, they are cute.
Right.
I
Well,
mean-
of course you're attracted to them. So of course
Right,
you're cute. You want to see them, and it also intrigues you
Right.
sexually,
Can-
right?
Yeah.
some of those girls look younger than 10.
Mm-hmm.
Very young.
You said 10 was your. Is it? You can be honest, man. Like, is
Very young.
Yeah. I was saying 10 or 11.
Well, no, wait. No. Those
She
girls. Some of those
said-
girls look younger.
The person that you're talking to, which I can tell you right now is not a woman, okay, is asking you younger, and she's showing you photos of people that are 12, like you, 12, 11, like you said, and she asked younger, and you said yes, younger, show them, and she did, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So you're physically looking at photos that are younger than the age of 11
He's looking at me like, what's she
for gratification.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Who is that person? Like, not you don't say like who they are, but like where? Like, do you know them personally? Like,
No.
where did you meet them?
Fine.
On Instagram?
Uh-huh.
How did you like? I mean, how did you just added them and or
Could just pull her dress up and put her panties to the side.
like how did you meet that person?
Oh yes, I'm hard just thinking about her.
Just
Lookable legs,
Just
tight.
Graham.
How did you know that? Did you add that person or did they add you?
I saw a picture of that person and I commented and they messaged me.
Was it a kid?
No.
So,
Well, the person I'm talking to, I think they are supposed to be like 17 or 18.
how did the conversation get to you guys sending or her, is he sending pictures, or is it just the
Both.
Conversation where you both started conversating casually.
Mm-hmm.
She stated she was a 17-year-old girl and shared a couple photos of herself. Said that she enjoyed modeling and, you know, cheerleading pics, and you guys started sharing them back and forth, and progressively this is safe to say that it's gotten to the point where you're sharing photos for immoral purposes back and forth. Pictures and videos, right?
Yeah.
So the pictures that we're looking at, they're just like, they're kind of like normal pictures. You know, like if we're looking at those pictures, we wouldn't be like weird or anything. Like
It's just an everyday picture of a kid.
Yeah.
Ain't it? So you're
Wait,
looking
wait,
at
wait,
everyday
wait,
pictures of
wait.
kids. Okay.
So you're not looking at anything worse than that?
No.
So it stops there. That's where it stops. Like, I mean, you can be honest, man. Like,
Really? That's where it stops? You just told us you deleted Telegram.
I did that because of the stuff I saw on Telegram.
The child.
Yes.
So you didn't.
You honestly think this is any better? She
That-
literally sent you a photo. You asked how young, and she said 9. You said it's okay. She's still a cutie.
The actual child scene that got to me worse than just the regular every day.
What do you mean it got to you?
It got to me. It affected me. Like
how?
Like
It did you have some deep, dark thoughts, didn't it?
it made
I'm
me
getting a little
just
deeper in here.
say
And yes,
Makes
because you're
sense.
making.
Yeah,
It made. Okay, yeah. So it made your,
Maybe that was
your-
Jesus trying to tell you to get out of there.
It made your
Maybe.
it made your problem worse.
it made me like ill. Like I got.
Were you saving these pictures?
No.
Videos or pictures, both.
On Telegram, it was both.
Videos.
On both videos and pictures.
So
You said
So-
you said it makes you physically ill to see the ones they send you. How young are those ones?
I on Telegram I saw as young as probably 5.
And so when you saw the 5-year-old, is that something you saw, you enjoyed it, and then you kind of like
No.
whoa.
No, not 5. I said.
You saw all those pictures. Were some of those girls, did they look 5? Or did they-
The youngest I've seen looked about 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 or 9 is what.
But you.
Just wait for
Second.
these people.
You know, we don't want to do
I
this
feel
in front
like
of
we're being
children.
pretty nice about it because
Mm-hmm.
I should just tell everybody, right? But I'm gonna be nice about it. Because you've been honest with us, so I want to continue that. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I want to make sure you don't look at that motherfucking kid, okay?
I got questions right now. Because you know, you said things like you trusted this person. Is that safe to say? Because you told them it's nice that I can be honest and talk to you, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then you make comments like, I work at a middle school, and my God, some of those girls are stacked. What do you mean by stacked? Can you tell me that?
Like, they have, like,
Large.
yeah, I mean, when I was in school, girls weren't built, I guess, like they are now.
You said, oh, definitely, especially when they wear short shorts or tight yoga pants. One 8th grade girl that talks to me every day has DVT. You said that, right? And you're speaking about a child that at the school that you work at.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fantasize about that girl?
No.
Why not?
Before she leaves the school, I'm thinking about asking for her Instagram. You said that, so you wanted to reach out and have contact with this child, right? Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So
that girl she's talking about,
Don't mention any names, please, okay?
no, I want that girl she's talking about is like really kind and sweet, and I just couldn't picture me or anyone doing something like that to her.
So, okay, so you couldn't picture yourself doing that to her because she's sweet and nice? So
Yeah.
What about this girl that you're meet? Is she not sweet and nice?
No, she is.
But you are picturing doing... That's a...
I
So what's
am.
the difference?
Mm-hmm.
So why are you picturing about doing that stuff with her, but not with the girl that you're talking to at your school? What's the difference?
The girls online aren't, I guess maybe they aren't like real
They're not
to
real.
me. They are real. I mean,
Well, you're
It's
here to-
easier for you
you're
to
here to-
do something to them because you don't personally know.
right.
But you're here to meet. You're here to meet her. So you thought she was real, and you believed it was real.
Right.
You're here to meet her.
Yeah.
I have
And
another
those-
question.
Alright.
Can you tell me how old this person looks to be?
13?
13.
12.
That's a good guess, yeah. And you make comments like, you're playing around with this person and tell you, that they wish they could do things with her. And you said, yes, you could stroke her pussy while I rub my dick on her lips. You said that, right?
Mhm.
So you are having thoughts and expressing this to someone that you want to sleep with a 13-year-old child.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any pictures of the 8-year-olds you'd like to play with? You asked that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that you're well aware of what you're doing. You're well aware that you have downloaded Telegram and you deleted it, and I bet that's probably happened more than once. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because you talked about
Once.
right. You talked about in the conversation. I had to get off Instagram for a minute. You saying that statement means that you already know when you're on Instagram, you're doing some probably not so okay stuff, right? Is that truthful? When you get
Yeah.
on Instagram, it's not to look at car pictures or food recipes or TV show type stuff. You're on there to look at little kids,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And so you're on there, and then you're liking, and so these people are seeing that you're liking this stuff, and they're reaching out to you, and you're having conversations back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So to tell me that you don't have nothing on that device right now is very, very, very hard for me to believe right now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you like download stuff and then delete it?
The only child I've seen was from Telegram, and Telegram is gone.
Yeah, but you can download you can like save the videos and stuff.
No, I never did.
Because you thought it was safer to save these pictures of the everyday pictures?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ones in
And
their
it
little
still did the same
swimsuits and
thing.
underwear and
Right? It did the same thing for you.
Yeah.
You can just imagine it because you already seen it. It's already in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy, man. You work at a middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, you're just looking at all. And I also want to mention all the times you kind of got was when you were like at school.
Yeah.
I want to.
What?
I do want to talk about that. You made a point in one of those. You were talking about a girl, about her wearing some short shorts. You said it makes me just want to right here at school. Right? You
Mhm.
got so indulged in it that you texted that, Rich, to a child. Is that correct? So you're thinking about it.
Yeah. So that's my point. Is that because you were saying you don't fantasize about the girls at your school?
Yeah, not like.
He's gonna be truthful now. In the beginning, he wasn't being truthful. Now he's gonna be truthful. Do you fantasize about the girls at school?
Yes, some of them. Not
You
like.
mentioned a couple of them that you like.
Right. Yeah.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Is there someone in each grade that you like?
Yeah.
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 Go ahead.
that is why, like, during lunch and when classes are passing, we have a big custodial class. During lunch, I stay in there.
Because you don't even trust yourself out there, do you?
I do, because there are so many people around, but I stay in there, so there isn't the temptation.
So if you ever passed one of these girls in the hallway by herself, would it have been easier to do?
No.
There's no people.
Because my school, I've seen the cameras. That school probably has 75 cameras.
Yeah.
There is nowhere in that school I could go.
So you for sure. Sorry. I said so. You for sure have never put your hands on any child in the school ever.
No.
But if there was no cameras, you might.
No.
Whoa.
That was the excuse. You just said that if there were too many cameras, you couldn't do it sneakily.
Yeah, so you're able to control yourself.
I can control myself.
Because you know
because of the cameras.
Right?
Right.
So if there was no cameras,
and
you might snap one day and try to touch a kid.
Pull a kid to a classroom.
Pull her into a closet or something. Because you're the one that's saying that you have a problem.
You already walked through the whole school and scoped out all the cameras in the school. You're talking about
That's
cleaning. You're keeping track in your mind, sir.
The exact amount of cameras.
You're keeping track in your mind. That's exactly what you were doing when you were scoping out all those cameras.
I clean on them. I'm not.
How convenient.
I clean on them. I clean the whole school from top to bottom down. So I need to know where they are. But same thing, the job before this one, before I worked at the school, I worked for Walmart. I knew where the cameras were there also.
How long have you been working at school?
I've worked in the school under a year.
Oh, so you just started this year? Like in August, the beginning of the school year?
It was like May of 2023.
Okay, so about a year.
Why did you apply to that school?
I didn't apply to just stay at school. I applied to the whole school district. In the past, had been a custodian for a different school district.
Tammy, how long has one of those conversations been going on? Has it been before, prior to a year?
Couple months.
I'll let you answer. Have you been having these thoughts prior to a year? Thoughts about kids, you know what I'm trying to say. Have you had thoughts about it prior to a year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When did you delete Telegram?
5-6 months ago.
That's
About October 2023, right? Then you went through and deleted all the files, right? Because you knew they were still on there.
you asked her to get on Telegram with you. Asked if she had a Telegram. It's been a couple weeks. Pretty sure.
What was that?
Oh my God, went wrong. Okay, never mind.
So did you apply to school so you could see little girls?
No.
Just a bonus. He said that's a bonus.
He's practiced that.
That's what you said.
He practiced that.
Yeah, well.
Sounded convincing.
That's what you said.
So you didn't even let her finish that sentence before you said no. That's convincing. You've been looking in the mirror, practicing that, haven't you?
No.
Well, she asked you.
I can see it.
The girl asked you.
You are, sir.
She asked you that same question, and you said it was. I don't remember the exact word you said, but I'm pretty sure you said something along the lines of, "That's a bonus."
It's a bonus. Yeah, just a bonus
It's
to be able to
a
look at them,
bonus, right?
look at little
Like
girls.
you really should not be working at a school, should you?
Actually, the last time we were on Telegram was February 15th. Recently.
I think it would have been appropriate,
Relapsed.
knowing you had a problem, that you quit your job at a school, not just delete Instagram, not just delete Telegram, but maybe quit your damn job.
Well, no, he went to the room when they're in the lunch when they're supposed to be in
That's right.
He
That's
made
right.
that decision to stay in a room. He
locked
knew he was
yourself in
that
a
dangerous
closet.
to himself that he made that decision to stand in a room. That's how much you know about what's going on in your head.
Huh?
Right? Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm wrong. I'd rather be wrong right now, sir. But I'm so right, ain't I?
Well, you should not be working at school, right?
Nowhere
You should
around
probably
children.
you should probably quit your job, right? Or do you think that you're fine, that you've got this under control? Rich?
Sorry, I was getting over here on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I'm sorry. It's just a lot, Rich.
You gotta
you
keep
can't
it
blame me, right? And I'm being
He's
plain
about to answer my
I'm
question.
sorry.
If I could find a good job else.
No, Rich. You
What?
should not be working at a school, sir. You know why I'm saying this, right?
I do. I fully understand, and I know.
So, do I really say you think that I believe that you would quit your job until you find another job?
No,
You're gonna stay there because you love it there, right? You get to look at all those little girls wearing the short shorts because you said you can see where their ass spreads apart. That's what you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You call one cheeks.
Uh-huh.
You love seeing them wearing the yoga pants.
Uh-huh.
You said they're stacked.
Yep.
You like summer
Right.
because they wear the shorts and their butt cheeks. You can see their butt cheeks.
Uh-huh.
So
How
you
old is the
should not be
cheeks
working at a
girl?
school.
Yeah, what grade is Cheeks in?
Like 8th
She's an 8th
grade.
grader.
Yeah, no, something like
She's
that.
almost too old for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
About to age out.
That's about the same age as the girl you're meeting today.
Mm-hmm.
A year older.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't fantasize about that girl.
I have.
Yeah. How do you think parents would feel about knowing that they're sending their kid to a school, knowing that you're sitting there fantasizing about doing things to their kid, their 13-year-old kid, their 12-year-old kid?
Not good.
Not good.
No.
But you don't think you think that you should just go look for a job and you'll quit when you find another job, right?
I know I need help.
Yeah, you need help, sir. You should not be around children. You admitted to watching child porn.
Mm-hmm.
You're here to meet a 13-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
You work out in middle school. You talk about, fantasize about all these kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you like seriously like just demented?
No.
No. No, you talk about fantasizing about throwing a girl in a car. You actually described it to my face. Throwing her, walking into a park, saying, "Hey, I lost my puppy," pushing her into your car and driving away.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think that you're not demented?
I'm sick. I clearly have a big problem.
A huge problem.
So did you?
Need
So
help.
did you like think in your mind that showing up here, it could be the cops?
Uh-huh.
You did, or it could be.
Yeah,
You
like,
said
could
you
I-
called it a setup. I wouldn't call it a setup, but that's what you called it.
I also wouldn't call it a setup because I said everything in that book. So, yeah.
Is it only little girls that you like, or any little boys?
No.
No, just straight for little girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you knowing that it could be the cops here, could be what you call a setup. You still showed up with the chips and the Sprite.
Yeah.
So yeah, you clearly need a serious counseling, dude. Like, do you think you deserve to go to jail for this?
Not this. Because
I mean, he's being honest. I like it. Why not? Why do you think so?
I clearly need counseling or something.
You can get that in jail.
A locked hospital and a locked unit would be great for you.
Explain to me why you don't need to go to jail right now.
I never physically harmed someone or like performed a sexual act with someone.
Okay, so what are you doing here right now?
Today was your chance, by the way.
We're actively seeing you attempting to do that very thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is illegal, this conversation that you had with this child?
Yeah.
But so this is illegal.
Seeing it on paper. Yes.
So this is illegal. What you have done is illegal. Or is it? You don't think it is?
Yeah. Sick.
Is it illegal or not? Is this conversation telling her you want to slide your in her mouth, saying you want to slap her to titties and ass, is that illegal to say to a child? It's yes or no. Is it legal or is it not legal?
No, it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be illegal?
No, it shouldn't be legal.
Oh, so are you saying it is legal but it shouldn't be? Huh?
He doesn't want to admit that it's illegal because he doesn't want to go to jail. So that's
I
basically what we're at, right?
I think thoughts and words are separate from action.
But you're here.
Okay, but my question is...
I'm here.
And if
Rich,
it weren't us, it would be a child, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, it's an honest, clear question. You told this girl, I want to slide my cock into your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Is that legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
So, should you go to... But you said you don't think you should go to jail? Because why? You wouldn't actually do it?
And I can't answer that.
No one's gonna say they want to go to jail. I mean, right? No one's gonna be like, I want to go to jail. But you know what you did was illegal, and you know what the consequences are, right?
Right.
And you still chose to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't hesitate. You drove right in, parked the car, walked down, and sat here. I'm here.
Where'd you park? Oh, is that your car, man?
Yeah. Thanks.
You got here pretty quick. How long did it take you to get here?
I was 25.
You were here quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fast car.
What is your parents?
It is a fast
Did you tell them?
It's a nice car.
I mean, assuming you don't have to tell your parents, but did you tell them where you're going?
Right. I just said I don't go in and out. Yeah.
How would your parents feel that you meeting a 13-year-old? How would your parents feel about everything that we've been talking about?
Awful.
Why?
My parents are super religious and my mom is super almost overly emotional
Yeah.
about like everything.
Most women.
You didn't even dramatic.
I mean, I think any parent would be upset that their child is going after children. I mean, really.
Read the sweatshirt, Eric.
I mean, I think I would be emotional if I found out my child was going after kids.
I mean, you said your parents are religious. Are you religious?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe start today.
Maybe you
Maybe
need.
I would guide you from this darkness. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to push anything.
No, I'm not either. I'm just trying to
be a
say.
helpful guy. I mean, look at your shirt. You know,
I know, you are
in
enough.
school. You're trying to be. You're trying to be a helpful hand. Would you say?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sadistic though, because you're.
It gives me a headache, bro. It really gives me a headache.
Can he have those chips for his headache? The Sprite? Yeah, he can have those?
Yeah. Keep it.
All right, keep it. Thank you.
I think that's like a little,
Yeah.
that's like a little disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might need that Sprite, help the bubbles.
Yeah, was the shirt meant to be encouraging to this girl?
No.
Yeah, I liked it. You are enough in the back saying how
No,
the world's
I-
better with us in it.
So I don't just look at girls online. I do look at cars and
How'd I call it? I knew it, huh?
shows
Maybe I know
and
more about you than you know.
stuff like that. And
What are you looking at? On Facebook?
No.
On Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Facebook.
And Facebook. So you're on Facebook as well, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing on Facebook? Just chatting?
I've got
Facebook's getting pretty bad too, right?
Yeah, that's what I say. The messages he had, they're the same type of things I saw on Instagram. Some people sending same pictures.
Too, huh? You know, there's another little network on there, huh?
Actually, Facebook is mostly family and co-workers.
So which family member or coworker are you sending these pictures back and forth with?
None.
No, you were definitely talking to someone in Messenger on Facebook and sending the exact same pictures you sent on Instagram.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he is the only one on Facebook.
Where you
It's
trade.
safe to say that you haven't, told anyone that you work with that you're looking at the children of this nature
No.
for sexual purposes.
No.
Right?
So but these individuals that you are meeting that are obviously interested in the same things you are, you're having these conversations back and forth. You're telling them that you work at a school, right?
I got some.
You've mentioned that, right? Have any of them asked you to snap a pic or two?
No.
Show me one of the girls you work with. Because, you're describing the girls that you see every day to these individuals, and you don't think that person on the other line hasn't asked you that? You want me to believe no one's asked you to take a picture at school?
I think one guy asked me if I could, and I told him if I did that, I would get caught.
You would get caught. It's too worried. But someone asked you, right?
Yeah.
Because don't you think if you're telling them, hey, I work at a school, what do you think they're going to think? They're going to want that stuff, right? Don't you think that?
Uh-huh.
These
Right there for
individuals
free.
are like-minded individuals, right? They share the same likes and
Yeah.
interests as you, right? And you're telling them, hey, I work at a school. It's an added bonus, huh?
Okay, see those girls in those tight
How
shorts.
many different people are you talking to?
Oh, there's little
back
kids
and forth
coming.
about minors.
Hey, I want you to just look at this individual right there around, okay?
Yeah, please don't look at
I
them.
want you to look around. I don't feel comfortable after the
So,
conversations you have.
Yeah. So how many
Alright,
people
so-
are you talking to?
One guy.
Just one?
One guy on Facebook and a couple on Instagram.
Don't you think that that's not helping your sickness?
No, I know for a fact it is. I know for a fact that it is not helpful at all.
So what steps have you taken to get help other than delete your Telegram? Nothing. Because you're looking
None.
at
Yeah.
Because
None.
you're following all these minors on Instagram. Like, you're liking the picture. I saw so many. You know that people could see that, right? Your Instagram, your whole first and last name is your Instagram, right? And you're liking pictures of minors, little girls, on Instagram. You know that people can see that, right? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I'm clicking on a picture. I see who likes it. And I see you. And people can see that. And I've seen you're liking tons of pictures.
So if you got suggestions, you or her or you have suggestions of how I can get
Oh, I do. I mean, don't you think
Tell me.
someone needs to hold you accountable?
Yeah.
I mean, who's close to you? Do you have someone that you talk to? You have like a relationship with, a friend, your parents? I mean, do you have somebody like that? Have you ever confided in them about these thoughts? 'Cause I mean,
No.
we haven't even got to it. How long have these thoughts been going on?
For real.
A while.
No, what's a while?
How old are you again?
I'm 48.
48.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess probably at least 40 years. Am I about right on that?
No.
Okay. What do you think?
Don't look over there. Just don't look over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you can look at me.
Yeah, none. Really. Probably deeply.
Let's just time out for a second.
Yeah, it's a good idea to look the opposite way.
Huh?
It's a good idea to look the opposite way.
He couldn't help it. He got a look. He had to get a look, didn't he?
Is that tempting?
No.
It is so
No?
tempting to you.
No.
It's not. How is it not tempting?
Like
you
said,
said-
like I said, I beat you for. In person, I'm one guy. Online, you can be whoever you want.
Okay.
You can be confident.
Yeah.
You can be.
Well, I'm not asking if you do anything. I'm just saying,
That's-
is that tempting for you? You have to look. I'm just asking.
They wouldn't talk to him, he said.
Because you said you stay away. I can't remember. During lunch, you put yourself in another room because it's too tempting to be out there. Right. That's what you said.
I don't want to make it awkward.
What do you mean?
For like if I'm standing in my section of the cafeteria, I don't want to make it awkward or make people think, oh, look, he's looking at that girl bent over, you know, putting her tray down, or, you know,
So you're saying you don't trust yourself, right?
He didn't even trust himself right there.
Have
He
you
still
ever-
got to look. I watched your eyes. I saw you look twice at him.
Have you
You
ever
don't
been
trust
accused?
yourself.
Anyone ever accused you of
no.
comments, looks? So
No.
why would you, in your mindset, what is your mindset just immediately to separate yourself from the situation? Is it because you know that you'd be tempted?
I would be tempted to look and look can become a stare. A stare can become
So
something.
you've caught yourself looking a little too long before
Yeah.
and realize that you need to step away. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So you know you're escalating and you're getting worse, and you know that it's getting ready to happen. And you are getting to the point you can't help yourself.
In the back of my mind, it could happen. I've not planned something out with one girl, or not there at school or at work or whatever.
But the internal urge.
Right. So I take myself out of that.
So you still have enough self-awareness to know what you're doing is
Right.
wrong, and you're
Yeah.
fighting it.
There's another baby coming.
Wait, is that when you? So in those instances, is that when you're spending more time having these conversations online
Yeah.
with the individual that you're sharing the photos with?
Yeah.
Are you talking to them during school hours while you're at your job during school? Maybe when you feel that urge or trigger?
Sometimes.
So you're using this conversation with this person as an outlet for what you physically want to do while you're at school with these children.
Yeah.
That's probably the most honest thing you've said, and I appreciate your honesty. I truly do.
So you're saying you would never do any of that?
No.
So here's the thing, like, maybe you're telling the truth. You could be telling the truth. But the thing is that you're sick. You have the sickness, you know? You're thinking about this stuff, and you're here now to meet one. Don't you think one day that urge is going to be too much? You're like, you know, say you stay at this school for like 5-10 years. Don't you think, if you have this sickness, don't you think one day you're probably going to like snap and...
Is that why you're
You know what I
here?
mean? Like-
Because the urge has just been too much and finally you can do it? Is that why you're here?
Maybe this is you snapping.
I think I can tell you why. I think this child responded to your advances, and you saw an opportunity, and you seized that moment. And in my personal opinion, if an 11, 10, 12-year-old child was to show you any interest at your job and pursue your advances, you would follow through with it. Would I be right to say that?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I mean, what would be the criteria there for you? What would be a maybe? What would be a yes and a no? You can wait to answer this quick. I just want to know honestly.
I do think it would be more situation, as opposed to like who it was. It would be more like how I was feeling, like mentally about myself. Because there are days when I don't like myself at all.
And so you feel like you would be more acceptable to the fact to prey on the child on days that you don't feel good about yourself mentally.
Yeah. This shirt here you are in now is selfishly more for me than for you or them.
Because I mean, how you're struggling because of these thoughts, right? Am I right? Is that why you kind of struggle every day?
Yeah.
It's because of these thoughts in your head.
And
so how long have they started? You never really answered that to me. What age did you realize? Oh, I'm still liking younger and I'm getting older, kind of thing. You realize, listen, Rich. I've talked to a couple individuals like yourself, okay? And I've heard them say usually it's
1 second.
yeah,
Thank
just,
you.
Yeah, look down.
Good. No, just put. Yeah, you can put your head down for a
That's
minute.
how I feel about it at this point. That's the most respect you can give anybody in this world is you just looking down. That's why I'd rather go stay somewhere else, to be honest. Up at the
Let's say
where
up
you
at
at
that
that
little
bench up there.
Let's go over that bench.
Alright.
If you're okay with
we're not gonna be
it,
walking
you can do whatever you want. You know that, right? They told you that. I think it's best for him.
That's a pretty house right there. That's a pretty house.
Yep.
That's a nice area. You come around here.
I am from
Well, that's pretty far. I'm not far from there, right? That's pretty close, huh?
Yeah.
That way we just run hop out in our head. We can hear who we think first. teenage years, right? I'm just thinking, is that
Still running.
kind of when it started for
Lindsay.
you?
I probably around yeah.
Yeah, and so what ages were you thinking about, like, at that point? You kept thinking about it and just kind of got, what is it, curiosity, or what kind of led you down that path?
During 17, I'm not sexually experienced. Like
I mean, you have 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
So you've done something. I mean, you were married, right?
I wasn't just married.
What year did you get divorced?
2023.
Okay, because when we first walked down, you said all this started happening right after you got divorced, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you started the job at the school after the divorce?
Yeah, because I lived up in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And after the divorce, my ex-wife and I were living in the same house, and I couldn't take it, so I moved back home.
Mm-hmm.
So that was your parents.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm good.
Put your hands behind you. Put your hands
Fact you would ever work with children is disgusting when you have these thoughts.
18. Had that subject detained.
Rich.
Rich? Where you from, Rich?
Yeah. I am from St. Anne's. Yeah.
Why you here?
I was here. I thought to meet a 13-year-old.
You was here to meet a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Gonna make sure every single little girl at your school gets interviewed.
I sure hope you haven't touched one of those kids, Rich.
Because guess what? We have kids that age. Fantasizing about 9-year-olds. Work with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in a middle school.
Good job, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Let me take it for you.
I got a kid.
You're okay. No, I'm shaking. I'm pissed. Eric over there. Eric.